This week on NOMOFOMO, we're getting into
Pigs,
Cults,
dumplings,
missed birthdays,
hot tubs,
and why the Grammys are now the Instagrammys.
NOMOFOMO.
Let's get into it. All right, NOMOFOMO, episode 2. We have an intro. This is exciting.
Okay, so we are the Style Guys, Jason and Allie. So happy to be here for our second podcast. For those of you that don't know us, we do nationwide TV segments. We talk about fashion, we talk about style, we talk about fun, and we talk about positivity.
Yes. And we've also got the beautiful and the perfectly banged Carla. Kiki Carla.
Hey, Krell. Well, I am perfectly banged because of you. Y'all got me banged and gooped, and I am here spreading the fabulousness of the bangs. I'm a dance teacher. I've been in the fitness industry for almost 20 years. I've flirted in the floral industry.
Ooh.
And I am obsessed with all things pop culture in addition to bangs and lipstick. My favorite 2 movies in the world are Grease 1 and Grease 2.
Grease.
And I'll fight you if you disagree with that.
Okay. Well,
Perfect.
we don't want to start a fight.
No.
Especially after the week we've had with each other. Well, we are going to talk a little bit about... Let's talk about Lunar New Year, first of all.
Yeah.
Okay, because we had a really, really fun party that we went to. Our friend Edward hosted a little... Edward and Christina and Alan, got to give them props because they really did work hard on this Lunar New Year event, and as they would call it, Chinese New Year. Because it was so great. There was dumplings. They had little red envelopes for everybody, which was super cute.
They gave us tons of money.
I know.
I know.
I
They're
was
like
shocked.
broke
I
now.
know. I opened up the envelope and I was like, dang.
I know. We're like, we need to keep these friends.
Yes, totally. 100%.
Why is it only once a year?
Right?
It should be all the time.
Exactly.
All our parties should have red envelopes.
all
With
the
a-
time.
With a minimum of $5.
But not hosted by us.
No, of course not.
No.
Only as attendees.
We only get invited to things. We don't host.
Yeah, only the rich. We only go to the riches. They don't come to the poors.
No, but the party was amazing, and we had a great time, and they were such fantastic hosts. The food was great, and I think that's the number one thing I think that revolves around, the Lunar New Year and them having people over is that you want to feed people. I think that's the number one thing, and
Yes.
there's certain dishes. I think the pig, really, it's the year of the pig, but I also think pork dishes are very prevalent in these sort of parties.
Oh, sure.
What was your favorite pork dish that they had there?
Oh, dumplings. That's
The
it.
dumplings.
The pork
Easily.
dumplings.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Dumps all the way.
Yeah, well, so see, for me, because I'm a Muslim, I don't eat pork, and so they made special chicken dumplings for me, and they were delicious. So shout out to the Muslims out there.
Hey!
Well, and it was interesting because now that we have participated in our first Lunar New Year party, I thought it would be really fun if we kind of learned a little bit about it. Because,
Absolutely.
as non-lunars, I feel like we need to educate ourselves.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is the Earth Pig Year, and I was really curious to find out what it was going to mean. And it was interesting because it's hard to find out, what it means for everybody, but there's also a lot of horoscopes out there for, okay, well, this is what it means if you are a pig or a rabbit or if you are whatever. So, yeah, what are you? What are you guys?
So I'm a horse,
Ooh,
which makes sense because I have long, luscious hair.
there you go. Your
And a
mane is on point.
Big
honey.
ass.
Oh my god.
So I remember years ago when I was a kid looking up Lunar New Year, and then of course as a young girl I was obsessed with horses, and as soon as I found out that was my Chinese zodiac, I was all over that shit, and I've been all over that shit since then. So I'm energetic and enthusiastic. I can be stubborn, many traits that carry the horse. So the horse for the past couple years through the rat and the ox, we had a bit of a rough go of it. But the pig is going to bring all sorts of good stuff. So abundance and joy. And then really, when you look at a pig, that's all you really think of.
Joy.
Joy.
Abundance?
Yeah.
There you go.
Abundance. What about you, Allie? What are you?
Well, I am a monkey, okay, but also a gold monkey
Ooh.
at that.
Oh, gold
A
monkey.
gold monkey.
Oh, is
Yes.
that like a special kind of monkey?
Well, so it's just basically if you were born in 1980,
Okay.
that makes you a gold monkey, which I
Okay.
will take any day of the week.
Is that why you only want to stay at 5-star hotels?
100%. They don't call me 5-star Alley for nothing. Yeah, no. But this is what it kind of says about monkeys' personalities. I have a magnetic personality. I'm witty and intelligent. Personality traits like mischievous, curious, and clever makes them very naughty.
Ooh, naughty monkey.
There you go.
Okay.
We're also masters of practical jokes. We're fast learners and crafty, which
You are so crafty.
I am a crafty person. I love my crafternoons. I love to DIY. I love all of that. So that's definitely on the right track for me. So yeah. And what are you, Jason?
I am a rabbit. I'm a wood rabbit, to take it a step further, which wow. Okay. Wood rabbit. But I like this little synopsis of the wood rabbit. Simple and sprightly on the outside, shrewd and calculated on the inside.
Whoa. Well, there you go. Dang.
So
Sees right through us.
that's right. I'm on to you two, horsey and monkey over here. Well, and you know what? It tells me that this is the year to make important career decisions. Very interesting.
And you've done that. You have done that.
I
this
did.
year.
Well, I did.
Yes.
Yeah. And including starting this podcast, which is great. And taking it a step further, there was a lot of mention about how this is a really good year for those who work in technology, communications, anything on the internets.
Oh.
So I think that a NOMOFOMO podcast pretty much checks all the boxes.
We're ready.
Hallelujah.
This pig is going to bring us all the luck.
Let's get into it.
Oink, oink. All right. I also found it was really interesting because I had to look up, I don't want to get too into this, but I found this cool article on CNN Travel, and it talked a little bit about this advice from the Feng Shui master.
Okay.
And what she thought was coming up for 2019.
Ooh.
So
that's good.
So because it's an earth year, so the earth element is good for business related around the ground. So things like mining and energy and things like that. Okay. It's also a good year for hiking and mountaineering, and it says that because we're supposed to stay away from water. Apparently an earth year conflicts with water. So, you know, if you can avoid water, I mean, not just, you know, not the end of the world. Like, we're not going to get tsunamis coming over us every 10 minutes. But it's just saying there's maybe a higher likelihood of incidents surrounding water. So something to think about. Maybe this is not the year to learn to scuba dive.
Absolutely.
Which I'm okay with because I was never going to do that anyway. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
All right.
But you are not going to get me mountaineering. I'm sorry.
No.
What is a mountaineer?
No.
I'll go on a hike, but I'm not gonna go like climb rocks.
Fuck
and
that.
Weird.
I'll be a social climber.
100%.
But not a mountaineer.
That's right.
Yes, all about it.
That's
all
social
about it.
climber.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna backtrack for 1 second. I just looked up best compatibility with the monkey.
Oh, girl.
And guess whose has a heart beside it?
Who?
The rabbit.
Woo!
Oh, all right.
So this is meant to be, Jason.
Okay.
There you go.
I like it. I like what I'm hearing. So let's talk about what happened this week. Let's get into it. Carla, what happened this week?
So I joined a cult.
What?
Yes. And not the fun polygamous cult. That's coming. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for somebody to take
Share.
over laundry duty.
Yes,
I'm ready
honey.
for that.
Yes, honey.
Those people are living in 3019. We're still in 2019.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the cult that I joined is a spin class cult.
Oh.
Oh, I'm ready for this. It was pure indoctrination of fabulousness. The instructor rocked my life. He played Kylie Minogue basically
Wow.
the whole time.
Oh, okay.
I'm so ready for this. Give me the scrunchie, give me the shoes, give me the pants. I'm going to give him all my money because he took me there. So if you
Wow.
can't find Kiki Carla at the drag shows, I'll be at spin class.
You'll be at spin class.
Okay.
Dang.
And so is there something that we haven't seen at another spin class is happening at this culty spin class?
Well, yeah. So
Are
he's
people
very
spanking you while you're like off the bike? Like,
well.
what's
He
happening?
talked about asses for a lot, which got me 100%.
Okay.
But it was more that he was dancing on the bike and he was doing the most fabulous stretches at the end, all this stuff that sort of doesn't get through in the fitness world. And there's one stretch where honestly we all had our pussies like right up against the handlebars and it just took me there.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is what it is.
So it's a little spin class and then some.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. Well, you know what the funny thing is about spin is that I've never really understood these people that are all about their spin class. Like, they will not go to any other one. They'll go to that instructor. And for me, I mean, just because I feel like we go to a pretty basic spin class, that it's just basic. That's exactly what it is. So we haven't really elevated our spin class routine.
Yeah,
Which I
but
think
we're not paying enough money. I think that's the problem.
Truly.
We need to be paying at least $25 for a spin class. Isn't that about right?
It was cheaper than that.
Okay, good.
So that's good.
For sure. But it was just, I mean, I could talk about spin classes for 3 episodes. I have so much ammunition and history and anger and issues about spin class.
Who knew there were so many things about spin?
Oh, honey, there's so much. But it was freeing to have somebody who was completely musical and who was able to completely be themselves.
100%. I think that has a lot to do with it. Any class that I've been to that has amazing music is like a big check for me. You know,
Absolutely.
The music needs to be on point, needs to get going, and you need to be motivated by the music.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it.
And I love how the instructor was able to just express himself as who he was. You could tell it was just authentic. And I think that got it for me. So I'm not an AC/DC girl. I've never been an AC/DC girl. I'm never going to be an AC/DC girl. So that the fact that it was Kylie Minogue for almost the whole class and we were basically dancing on the bike, yeah, for some people that might be repellent. But for me, I'm throwing all my money at it.
Can I just tell you what we heard in spin class this morning? What? Phil Collins.
I can hear it calling in the air tonight. Like, that is literally the song that we heard
It's
today.
the saddest,
and we were doing
saddest.
hills. We were doing hills at that moment. So, like I said, it's a very basic class.
I was going to throw myself off the top of
But
that
come
hill.
on, no, it was a good spin class.
It was a good class.
After we were done, we said we got a good workout, and in the end, really, that's all that matters, is that we're going to get a good workout, and we did. So I don't want to throw our spin instructor under the bus, because she's great.
Allie, what happened to you this week?
What happened to me this week? Well, we were traveling like complete lunatics.
Yes, we were.
All week. So Jason and I did a press tour. So this week we were in the gorgeous metropolis of Edmonton. Where it was minus 45 with the wind chill.
Gorgeous.
It was gorgeous. Yeah.
And so what else do you do? Then hop in a hot tub.
Yep. So we were visiting my best friend Ross, because we like to have a little bit of fun with a little bit of work. So
Have a
why
Kiki.
not? We had a Kiki.
We always have a Kiki.
Yeah, with my friend Ross. So we sat in the hot tub and we drank a lot of white wine.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a Sunday fun day,
Mm-hmm.
and which was great. And then we had our segment, and then we headed to Vancouver, where it was basically Snowmageddon. And we almost missed our flights. We had a flight that got canceled. So it was a crazy week for me anyway. I felt like we had a lot of kind of like bad travel experiences. And I can totally get how people can get loony at the airport.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You got a little bit monkey. You got a little gold monkey on a couple of flight attendants.
I did, because it was just getting to the point where, when flights are delayed, there's not enough to eat at the airport, and you have to eat the worst food ever. You're not drinking enough water, so you're dehydrated like nobody's business.
Mm-hmm.
And you just feel gross.
Absolutely.
And so, I mean, when you see those videos of people losing their shit
Mm-hmm.
at the airport, I can truly understand that after the week that we've had at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry, that was a lot of negativity.
No, but the year of the pig is coming to knock all that away.
100%.
That's right.
Yeah.
100%.
So you know what? You just need to get that out of your system. That's the year of the dog just hanging out.
Okay.
So year of the pig is coming in. Abundance, joy. Think about that curly little tail, and then the next time, you're not going to have these issues.
Bring it.
That's
Bring
right.
it. I'm
Absolutely.
ready.
I'm starting the Lunar New Year with a bit of a new look. I think you noticed.
We did notice.
I
We did
shaved my
notice.
beard off last night. And I think
I resemble that remark.
Oh, you're not going anywhere. Yeah, I haven't had a clean-shaven face in 5 years, I don't think.
Yeah.
I did shave it once a couple summers ago, just on a whim.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, you know what, it's sunny outside, I want to get a tan on my face. I bet it's all white underneath, which it is. Which it was until I went for a laser treatment today, and now I have a face that's the color of a tomato. So
It is
I
pretty
apologize for my look.
Okay,
But you know what? By this time next week, I'm going to have a beard all the way back because it grows fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have a face like a baby's foot. I'm going to be
So what is
a
this
teenager. I'm going to be like a baby with a beard.
what is this treatment that you had done? Like, why did you
So-
have it done, and what for?
Yeah, so it was a fraxilated laser treatment.
Mhm.
I may have messed up the name, but it's got Fraxel in it. I had a Fraxel treatment once before, and it was very, very aggressive. So I basically couldn't leave the house for 3 days. My face peeled off.
Like Samantha in Sex and the City.
That's
Yes,
totally.
That's what happened to
totally.
me.
That's
I
exactly
had
what it was.
I had a total Samantha moment. This is way more delicate, and because the technology is just getting better and better.
Mm-hmm.
So this laser, as I understand it, instead of hitting you directly, it hits you and it spreads.
Oh yeah.
So you don't have to get it hit. You don't get hit quite as hard in one spot. It just spreads throughout the area,
Mm-hmm.
and then it is a little bit of a softer recovery time. So I was told, don't work out tomorrow. So phew, I didn't want to anyway.
Well, we are drinking champagne, so.
Yeah, but no red wine.
Oh, what? Why?
I was told white wine or champagne would be fine
Okay,
because
well, you're on the red wine or the white wine train now, anyway. So
Yeah,
that's fine.
and no excessively spicy food because you can get all that blood to your face and it can make things even worse. But anyway, these are the things that we go through as young homosexuals.
Yeah, these are the sacrifices. This is the struggle.
The struggle is real.
Yeah.
However, I think Jason is a little bit more prone to doing things to his face, and I can barely get a facial. Like, literally, I can barely get a facial because I'm just so nervous of doing anything to my face that's going to have me break out or get blotchy or whatever. I don't know. How are you, Carla, when it comes to...
facials are annoying. It always gets in your eye.
Oh.
Whoa,
Oh my god, I wasn't
whoa,
even
whoa.
going there, but we know what Carla's had is that, especially after that spin class.
I don't know what kind of laser penises you're hanging around with, but
Well,
something else.
no, I don't. See, that's the thing. I'm also a mother, and thus the voice of all mothers and
All
all
mothers.
women.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, in terms of scheduling and work and children and driving and blah 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 blah, don't have a lot of time for that. So I have Jason to thank for this because the bangs cover everything.
Girl.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
as white people, I have to say, we get to speak for all white people.
Everyone, every single
Every single white
Yes,
person.
yeah.
And you know what? White people age like melted candles. Okay? Allie, you're lucky. You've got darker skin, and, people in your family, they look like they're 20 until they're 80.
And then they cross that line,
And then it's over.
and it's over.
And it's like all of a sudden they just like drop off a cliff and everything just starts to hang a little bit too much.
Yeah, but
They
we'll get
wake
there
up
at
one day.
like 30. It
Absolutely,
can happen.
yeah.
So you have to be preventative. And the reason why I do this is I'm not just totally vain, but I do have skin damage from the sun
Mm-hmm. Same.
because, I come from that generation where I lived in a very sunny city and my parents threw me outside all summer and we didn't have sunscreen. Like, I don't think it was invented back then.
No.
So this is the
do it.
result. You get spots, you get freckles, you get fine lines. You just gotta handle it.
Absolutely. But then that's why we have makeup too.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
We need to do more makeup.
Speaking of makeup and speaking of looks, what do we think about the Grammys this year?
Oh, the Grammys happened, right?
Yeah.
Cardi B's look was everything.
Dang.
Vintage. 1995 Mugler. Yes, please, God. Couture house. Fashion, boots, mama, yes.
Yes.
It was everything. It was absolutely everything. The way she wore it with such confidence, like there was no one else there. I mean, Gaga was there. Her dress
She looked
Oh.
beautiful.
was
She looked
stunning.
beautiful.
Her makeup was stunning. Her hair
Totally.
was stunning. But besides Gaga
Yeah.
and Cardi, who?
Who?
Yeah.
Except for Janelle Monáe.
Okay, well,
Oh.
Janelle Monáe, she always
She's in
kills
her own
it.
category.
Totally. She has like a personality of her own, just, you know, and I think that she's truly amazing. But Cardi B also is in that kind of same level where she doesn't give a fuck. She just does whatever she wants. She wears whatever she wants. She says whatever she wants, and that's why I think she was so great at the Grammys, and nobody else could have worn that outfit but her.
Agree. And she's expensive.
Yes, honey.
The couture that she wears, she's not afraid of anything.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of her. But the way that she's doing celebrity is how I think celebrity should be done. I remember Jennifer Aniston at the peak of her Friends and Brad Pitt and whatnot, and she would always go out wearing a white tank top and
Yes.
jeans, and I wanted to throw myself off a cliff because I was so angry every day that this person with all the exposure to designers and so much couture decided to wear a fucking white tank top every single day. So
Lame.
God bless Cardi. Bring it on. I want more vintage. I want more Mugler. I want more of.
Now, what about Janelle Monáe's performance?
Oh,
She had her perfect lesbian moment.
Okay,
Well-
she's just newly out. Like, she just came out last year. And, you know, now she is, like, they did this whole set around her being this super sexualized out lesbian woman, and I loved every second of it. She did the Simply Irresistible kind of look that Robert Palmer did with the women in the tuxedos, and it was just so beautiful. I loved it.
I'm here for her. I'm here for her since she was being androgynous on the runway. I'm here for her when she did that video where everyone was wearing their pussy pants. She is here to change everyone. And she's in 3019. We all need to follow the gospel of Janelle Monáe because she is going to take us there. But the Grammys were surprisingly there were so many beautiful moments, like Ricky Martin bringing his son and his hideous mustache, and that was so fabulous. And
Sorry,
then,
the son had a mustache, or Ricky
no,
had a
Ricky
mustache?
Martin had it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
but Ricky Martin bringing his son, and this like really sexy moment between Dua Lipa and Saint Vincent that got the I'm getting chills like as I talk about it right now. It got the internet like thirsty.
There were some definite epic moments, and then of course that beautiful photo with who was it? Alicia Keys, there was
Gaga. Michelle Obama.
Michelle
Obama. Like, what?
Right?
Yes.
What?
Hallelujah.
And that was incredible. Yeah. Who else was there? Who else? There was like two more that were in
There
the
were.
photo.
Absolutely.
J-Lo.
J-Lo.
Oh, with that big hat.
Her outfit. I mean,
I
it was.
loved it.
You know what? That girl, like, she's the only one that could get away with something like that.
She was living her
J-Lo?
Jenny from the block.
She was. She totally was. Yeah. No, it was incredible. So there was lots of great moments.
And Dolly.
Oh right, Dolly.
I love Dolly.
Yes.
Love
I love her
Dolly.
so much.
Love Miley.
Miley. Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about who wasn't there.
Yeah.
Ariana,
Grande,
Taylor,
yes.
Beyonce,
Beyonce.
Jay-Z.
Totally.
So let's talk about that.
But
because
Ariana was there in spirit.
Oh,
Or
huh.
at least in, like,
On
Her
Instagram.
Instagram videos were insane. That gown that she was wearing.
that Zach Posen, light blue
Oh.
fantasy. It was everything.
It was everything.
She's changing the game right now. She is a young artist who's saying, whether or not I'm there, I'm going to be fabulous and I'm going to have autonomy in my music and in my image, and it's going to change. So, I mean, like, what are your thoughts? Do you think what's going to happen with the Grammys? Because if Taylor Swift goes to an opening of an envelope, if she didn't go to the Grammys, what does that say about the Grammys? Like, what do we think?
What do we know? Is there a producer that is a little bit tough to work with?
Yeah, his name
or-
is Ken, and Ariana called him out on Twitter.
Oh.
Oh, she fully went there.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, I heard about this. Explain it
Honey.
to us.
Okay, so what happened was he was saying, well, unfortunately, it was a very canned response. He was like, unfortunately, Ariana can't join us this year because there just wasn't enough time to put something together. And of course, then she fires back bullshit. She said, I could put something together the night before. You know this because she is a what professional?
100%.
So anyway, so she said it was because they stifled her creativity because she wanted to do Seven Rings, which is the anthem of this month, 100%. And they told her that she had to do a medley. And at this point, she's saying, no, I want my artistic autonomy. I want to do
What I wanna do.
Exactly, absolutely. And I mean, she is the #1 artist at this point. So
For
they
her
would
not to be there?
So I think that says everything. So she called him out on Twitter. Like I said, she is reinventing the game. So we need to pay very close attention to what Ariana Grande is doing right now. She is more than a ponytail and some winged liner. Like she is everything.
I
Yes.
think next year we're just gonna watch the Instagrammies. Okay, how about
There you
that?
go.
No
Yeah.
more Grammys. We're just gonna watch the
Instagrammies.
Instagram Live. Promo code Instagrammies.
Hashtag Instagram.
Working for the promo code.
Working for the promo code. And if this producer is listening, if you take Instagrammies, I am coming after you.
You heard it here first, peeps.
Right.
Instagrammies was made
Because
here.
you're
Was made
rich.
here.
Jason's gonna get a vicious facial and scare you.
Oh, I'm gonna come on day 2 when I start peeling. It's gonna be frightening.
Ken, watch out.
Watch out.
Oh.
So I guess that's our sort of in memoriam to the Grammys. I mean,
Yeah.
rest in peace.
See you later.
Nice knowing ya.
Bye, girl.
Bye.
Well, and okay, but so on the topic of Miley Cyrus, because I wanted to get into
my
this when you
God.
brought her
Oh
up.
my god.
We literally got some life-changing news this week
Transformative.
that season 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race,
Mm-hmm.
she is going to be a judge. Miley
Episode
Cyrus
1.
is going to be a judge on episode 1.
Yeah.
We're snapping. We're
Yep,
clapping.
yep.
We're gooping.
Oh my
we are
God.
ready for this. We are so ready for this. We're ready for season 11. She is going to slay this. She's going to be so dynamic and so
Absolutely.
interesting. And Mama Ru has this grandma wig that I'm ready for
Oh my god.
because I think it's going to be subversive.
Okay, but you had told us that you heard a bit of a scoop on what Mama Ru was going to be wearing.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us more about
Oh,
this,
so she's got
please.
this like fabulous peacock gown. And so in All Stars 4, she's actually been rocking her legs.
I know, yes.
Yes.
But
short
this is
skirts.
absolute like this is a side of Rue we haven't seen since the 90s. So again, I'm here for that. But yeah, it is poofy sleeves. It is 80s.
Oh my
She's giving us 80s granny, fabulous like gilf realness, and we're here for it.
Oh my god.
100%. So did we also hear that the two extra judges for the UK version of Drag Race had been announced?
Yes.
So of course there's Rue and
And
there's
Michelle Visage.
Michelle.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And we love them and they're fabulous. So it's Alan Carr, who is the chatty man.
Oh my
So
god.
funny.
He is so funny. His voice is so it's on another octave. It's
Yeah.
on like a dog hearing octave. He is so funny. And then of course the legendary, incomparable Graham Norton.
That is insane.
How is this
that is-
show not going to be the best show ever?
It's going to kick the American version's butt. Like, there's
Oh
no
my
question
God.
about it.
I know.
The Brits always know how to do it better. And, okay, when are they going to announce the queens? Because I feel like these British
ready.
queens, including, maybe it's the queen. Okay, maybe she'll be a guest judge.
Oh my god.
Guest judge this week, Queen Elizabeth II. Her claps, her little, like, clapping of her top hand. It would be so good.
That
Oh my
Big
god,
day.
category is Corgi realness.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh
Yes.
my god. Category is kitten heels down the runway.
Bring it to
Oh,
the runway.
Big
Runway.
hats, big hats for everybody.
Oh my
And
God.
only one color. You can only have one color. You just choose that color.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do you know why she
Head
does
to
that?
toe.
As a little
Why?
aside.
Yes, tell us.
Okay, so I actually happen to know why the queen always wears one color. And it's
Okay.
not because she's just
Boring.
boring or has a very weird sense of style. It's because she does it so that people can see her. Because she knows that when she goes to a public event,
Ah.
people are there to see her.
Yes.
And she wants to be gracious about it so that people can spot her. And so when you
Oh,
see
well,
somebody
how
wearing,
nice of the queen to really think of the people.
She is.
Give me a break.
she
Oh
she
my
works
God.
hard for
Oh,
you.
is that why she does
okay?
it? Oh my God,
I
I
will
am
not-
so not about the queen, and
I will
Jason
not
is all
stand
about it.
for talking about our queen like this. Okay.
Well, oh my God, I only wear solid colors from
No, but
head
it's
to
true.
toe so people can see who I am. It
It's
doesn't
for the
matter that
people.
it doesn't matter that I have all these guards and nobody's like even like supposed to be like 1 or 20 feet beside me.
That's why she needs to stand out. So
Oh my
that's
She
the
needs
end
to
of
be
that
a
story.
human popsicle.
Well, yeah,
for the people.
totally.
So one of the things like I wanted to talk about also is that like there's not just the cool thing about the Rue Empire is not just Drag Race right now. So like online there is fashion photo review and they talk about the outfits and they talk about the looks and they toot or boot them. So if you don't know what a toot is, that means it's good, and then a boot obviously means it's bad. So then there's a Review with a Jew with Miss Cracker, and then she interviews the queens, and then there's Monet Exposé, and she talks about like her experience. There's so much out there, so it's not just Drag Race. So you can see different elements of it. There's What to Packin' with Michelle Visage, and then she talks about the looks that didn't make it to the runway, which is so appealing to us because we want more. We always want more looks and more fashion.
Totally.
And there's NOMOFOMO,
Exactly. And then
which
we're here
always
for you.
ends up talking about Drag Race.
Well, everything comes back to Drag Race. Essentially, we're drag dealers at this point.
I love that. I love that. I think too is that everybody wants a little behind the scenes action.
100%.
You know, and it's really nice to see what is happening behind the scenes and what the girls are talking about, what's happening. So we definitely get our fill of Rue and behind the scenes Rue whenever we can. So we're happy to provide.
And now we're all going to see.
Oh my God,
Who are we going to, guys?
Not today, Satan.
Oh my
Bianca
God,
Not
Bianca Del
today.
Rio.
No,
Yeah,
we
just
all got our
tickets today.
Bianca Del Rio tickets.
Mhm.
We have to wait only another
10 months.
10 months.
How crazy is it that they went on sale 10 months?
Exactly. Not
Before.
even Cher. Not
Yeah,
even
seriously.
Miss Goddess Queen. When everything is dead, it'll be
Totally.
Cher and the Cockroaches. Not
Yeah.
even Cher did a
Mhm.
10-month pre-sale. So as much as, I mean, we can really get deep into Drag Race, obviously. But the thing is, at the end of the day, there's, pros and cons to anything. But the thing is, these queens are superstars. And the fact that there is a 10-month pre-sale for a comedy show with one of these queens
Sure.
it says everything.
You know what I think
And
happened? Can I just jump in?
Just tell us.
I think that she just ran out of money. I think Bianca, she spent too much money. She bought herself like a jet.
Too many gowns.
Too many gowns, too much
Too
eye
many
makeup,
wigs.
too much of everything. Too many rent boys on the road. She got her trade, everything. So I think that she is like, okay, we need to do some pre-sales, guys, because my rent's due.
Oh my God.
I'm
Could
here
you
for paying
imagine?
those bills.
Yeah, seriously.
I'll pay
I'm
her
all about
bills.
it. All about it.
I'm good. Keep
Yeah.
those rent boys coming because I'm here for that. But Bianca is a bucket list queen. Like she is one of those queens who you have to see at some point in your
Absolutely.
life. Like she was a big deal before Drag Race, but again, here's the thing: like we don't live in New York. We don't have exposure to these queens as someone would living in New York.
Yeah.
So the fact that Drag Race has given this platform and this opportunity for these queens to be coming to the cold north, it's a big fucking deal, and,
And
it's
she's
a big
coming in
fucking deal
November,
for
so
us.
she better get her first. You know what? She better
Whatever.
get some of that pre-sale money spent on a fur coat.
Bob the drag queen was here and could not believe how cold it was here. Do you remember? 'Cause
Yes.
We went to see Bob the drag
Yes.
queen. He was like,
Yeah.
"Why the f is it so cold here?"
I would like it
But
to
he's
end.
in New York and it's cold in New York.
Well,
Sometimes I find New York
exactly.
is colder than
It is
than
cold.
Calgary because it's by the water
It's
or
just,
whatever.
they just need something to talk about.
But also, you know
Oh,
who
I
I
know.
feel really bad for?
Yes, who?
Season 1 of RuPaul's
I
Drag Race.
know.
Like those poor
Right?
queens did not get any sort of recognition.
Mm-mm.
Like that was the first
No.
season, and after that show was done, barely anybody watched it. Those
Mhm.
queens were the first to pave the way, and I don't even know what they're doing except for Cameroon. That's the only one that I know of, like actually doing stuff.
Well,
Maybe
exactly.
Sahara.
Nina Flowers, she's a DJ.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's doing her thing.
Yeah, she's doing her
Absolutely.
thing. Okay. Yes.
But yeah, you're 100% right. Like it was a different situation. The prize was so small. The the production value was
There was
ridiculously
Vaseline on
low.
the screens to make it all hazy and weirdy looking.
Oh, and Rue, but like bless Rue. At least like that's the thing is that what's really nice is you can see actually how tragic Rue looked at that point too.
Yes.
I mean,
It was a definite progression.
definite.
sure.
So that needed to happen, but I agree with you. It's like anything in any kind of art. It's the ones who begin the movement that unfortunately don't always get the credit for.
100%.
So it's always the ones who are sort of getting into the art movement when the ball starts rolling. So you know the Trixie Mattels of the world, right? And then these girls are like loaded now,
Oh, God.
but like they should be. You know,
Yeah.
queer art is
It's a beautiful thing.
is a beautiful thing,
Yes.
and they should be rich, and and we are so lucky to be able to see them. So Bianca Del Rio, bring it.
We are ready.
Oh, if she insulted me, I would die right there. I'd be
I'd
like,
be so
I'm
happy.
good.
I'd
I'd
be
be
so
so
good.
happy, and
You would just death drop.
and insult, and insult,
You would just death drop.
and I'd be like, no one feed me or touch me
Yeah.
until I die because I'm good. She is everything.
She is.
She is 100%. Like that's when Drag Race really took a turn.
I agree.
That said, like, this is like we are
is
stellar
it.
queens,
This is
absolutely. So yeah, we're ready for this. Also, okay, who do we think is gonna win? Because that's the thing. It'll be interesting to see when we come back. Okay, predictions. Who do you think is gonna win? All Stars 4. So we have a top 4. We have Trinity, the Tech, Trinity, and then we have Mona Anton, and then we have Monique Brown Cow Stunning Heart,
Right.
and then we have Naomi Pose Smalls.
Right.
So who do you think?
Trinity.
Trinity?
Yes.
I'm Team Trinity too. I know we've discussed. You don't think
Yeah,
that she
yeah.
should, or maybe has
I
a
think
chance?
she should.
Yeah.
I think she
Because,
should.
you know, there's maybe some diversity issues with this All Stars
Mm-hmm.
situation. But
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, like, she's just too
But
good.
you know what? Let's just talk about it because I feel Monet Exchange hasn't really brought the outfits. I feel her outfits have just been kind of whatever, you know? And Trinity's outfits have been beyond
Ridiculous.
amazing.
Ridiculous.
The only bad thing she did was that
The
old
old
women
ladies.
number.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was a
little
really
weird.
bad,
Yeah.
that was a bad one.
It was a
You know
bit
what?
Agreed.
ageist.
But-
It was a bit ageist.
Well, there you go. One mistake, I'll give you that. Everything else has been on point.
I agree.
Mhm.
100%. Her performances have been outstanding. Her
Yes.
lip syncs are good. The one thing though, like again, this is the precipice of this. So we really don't know what's going to happen. So the one thing about Trinity is that if it's the right song for her for lip syncing, she kills it, she smashes it. But if it's not the right one, it's just not she doesn't really like flourish. So I'm going with Brown Cow Stunning.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, you know
That's
what?
my pick.
She's
I
been
know she's a bit of a dark cow.
Mhm.
She's she's
The dark cow.
The dark cow.
the dark
Forget
cow.
brown cow. She's dark cow now.
she's the dark cow of the race because actually she won the first challenge
Yeah.
and she's done consistently well. And then her Puss in Boots look
Oh my
from the
God.
runway last week was so good.
It was epic.
And I think she can bring it. I think when she brings it in those lip syncs, when she doesn't lose her wig, which, girl, come on.
Her makeup too.
I mean, it's a bit ridiculous.
It's kind of not that great.
Yeah, but
you
I
know,
think that, I don't know, I just have a feeling.
Her
So,
performance
but I
has
could
been
be
great.
wrong, but
There
I
you
just
go.
feel it in my Puss in Boots.
There you go,
Okay.
honey. There we go.
Oh.
Perfect.
Well, okay. Well, we only have really one more day to wait in real
yeah, oh
life
my God,
time.
real
life. Already.
Tomorrow.
In real life.
You know, hopefully people will be hearing this before the end of the Year of the Pig. But you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see who's right,
Okay.
Okay.
and the winner gets.
The winner gets to make out with each other. No.
Jason
The winner
had
gets
to
to make
anyway,
out
so
with
that
the
wouldn't be
winner.
that wouldn't be anything new.
The winner gets to make out with the winner.
Yeah. The winner gets to choose who she wants to make out with.
Okay.
Like I'm talking like Trinity or
Ah,
Brown Cow. So
got
not
it.
not of us, none of the three of us.
Oh.
Well, where the fuck am I going to get some action?
Oh, you
Bring
got,
in the
you
action.
got options with those bangs. You got options. And by the way, I feel a little bit bad about something, Carla. I need to just bring it up to you right now. Your birthday was this week,
Mm-hmm.
and we did have a little toast last weekend.
We did.
But we were texting all day on your birthday,
We were.
and I didn't wish you happy birthday. And I feel really bad about it. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. I kind of feel like Molly Ringwald in 16 Candles when she comes downstairs and she's waiting for her parents to say something and they never say anything. And then she says, "Do I look different to you today?" And they never say anything. So
Yeah, they're busy.
They're busy.
They've got an exchange student.
Exactly.
Long duck
dong.
dong.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. You know what? I will say, I have to ask though, why don't you have your birthday on Facebook? Because this is the reminder that we all need in 2019.
I know, if your birthday's not on Facebook, girl.
because I feel like I'm a millennial, and I feel like I'm just kind of like, I feel like I'm almost like above and beyond Facebook at this point.
Okay, all right.
So it's all good, but you know what? My birthday, it really doesn't matter to me. Like I'm that girl who doesn't get too hung up on any kind of dates or times. Oh, girl.
Oh, here we go. So we have a little special treat for you. Just a little birthday cupcake.
And it's pink.
And it's pink.
It's pink.
And it's Valentine's Day today, so we're just showing you the love.
Thank you so much. This is so sweet.
I'm gonna light
And
this
you know,
candle.
I love all things pink.
Well, yeah, you do.
And you know what? We're all pink inside.
Pretty in
100%.
pink.
Pretty in pink.
Okay,
Well,
we're gonna sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kiki Carla. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Aw, thank
there
you
you
so much.
go.
Thank you. So all of those crimes are gone. You are my Jake Ryan. We are sitting on the dining room table right now. I'm in my wedding dress.
Oh, yes, girl.
Yeah.
Because, you know, my sister got married to a sexy American boyfriend.
Yeah.
Bohunk.
The bohunk. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, he was
There's
that
big-
Italian guy, wasn't he? With like the weirdy hair? Is that the who she got married to?
Yes,
She
yes,
had, and then
the
she had too many
bohunk.
Percocets or something, and she couldn't even feel her lips.
So high.
Oh my god, it was so good.
That movie was so
Oh my god.
good.
It
I
was so
mean,
good.
baby's breath everywhere.
Oh my god, totally.
with the hats and the
Oh
ruffles.
my god, but you know what? The baby's breath are coming back, yo.
What?
The baby's breath are coming back. People are using them in so many different ways now with interior design. Like, it's kind of crazy.
I can see that because carnations came back.
Carnations
In a
came
big
back.
way.
Dried flowers are coming back now.
Mhm,
I know.
mhm,
It's a whole thing. It's a whole 80s comeback.
Agree. If you watch Pretty in Pink, you will want to wear every
Everything.
single outfit
Mhm.
that Miss Andy is wearing.
That's
Like
right.
floral jeans and brooches.
All of it.
All of it.
Vests.
Vest, all her hats, her vintage pink car. I
Yeah.
mean, it is everything,
Totally.
except for obviously the prom dress. The prom dress will never be cute. And spoiler alert, I'm actually gonna wear that for Halloween.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So I'm going
Are you
as
gonna wear a red wig?
oh yeah, I'm going as Andy. And
my
but then
God.
here's what because I'm thinking like, okay, well I need to do the dress and you know the bad kitten heels and then her ugly bag and you know I need to have a ducky to wear those like
Of course.
nasty ass white shoes and then the bolo tie and everything
Oh
like
my
that.
God, totally.
But then I'm thinking maybe I should just be Andy when she's like planning out the look. Remember she was like putting the like
Yes.
the band of fabric around her neck and she was like making the ugliest
Oh
sketch
my
ever
God.
in the world. So I'm thinking maybe I should just be like pre-prom Andy planning for the ugliest dress reveal ever.
Oh my god. See, I would vote for prom.
Prom.
Because then
Okay.
people will get it, because then you'll be explaining the whole time. Because people are going to
That's
be like,
true.
well, what? Like, the people that don't get it, you're going to have to be like, well, you know, in the part or the movie, and it's like this, and it's like, you know, do you really
But you're
want to
so
do
right
that?
because I've been there. I've done Bjork and the swan dress.
And people didn't get it?
I was at the wrong bar.
Oh, girl.
Were you in a straight bar?
Yes.
Oh.
Carla.
We all make mistakes.
First mistake.
We
First mistake.
we all make mistakes, and that was the biggest mistake of my life was going to a straight bar.
Especially
dressed
on
as
Halloween,
Bjork.
honey.
Fuck. What was wrong with me? So I get when people ever seek for forgiveness. I remember that time that I went to a straight bar.
Well, there you go.
And
You'll never forget.
I'll never forget, and I'll never stop being repentant.
Well, you're forgiven.
Because that's never going to happen again. No,
Perfect.
thank you.
Well,
How confusing when you go to use the bathroom and they make you choose.
Oh, No, thank you.
I want to go where I want, when I want.
I don't want to be who I am.
That's right.
100%.
Okay, on that
We're
note,
all
let's
about
cheers.
that.
Let's
Cheers.
cheers to a happy birthday to Carla.
Thank you.
A happy Year of the Pig.
Absolutely. And we will see you next week.
What are we going to talk about next week?
Who's to say?
Gay stuff.
Bye.
Bye.